They watched. They waited. And they prayed. Then twice before they'd reached the final but lost. This time it came down to a penalty shootout. It's their first ever Africa Cup of Nations. Victorious at last. Throughout the day there'd been hope and preparations. Every pillar, post and tree painted in their country's colours. Even hair, faces and lips. Shrines in the neighbourhoods where players come from. Senegal is celebrating. They're partying. The team is expected back on Monday. They'll find an entire nation out on the streets to welcome them home. Asad Beg, Al Jazeera, Dhaka.
This is Al Jazeera. These are the top stories. The US is reinforcing military bases in Eastern Europe. Senior US defense officials are accusing Russia of planning an invasion of Ukraine, an allegation Moscow denies.
We believe that there is a very distinct possibility that Vladimir Putin will order an attack on Ukraine. It could take a number of different forms. It could happen as soon as tomorrow, or it could take some weeks yet. I'm not going to make a prediction about what is going to unfold in the coming days. All I'm going to say is that we, the United States, under the direction of President Biden, are ready either way. We are ready if President Putin chooses to continue to engage in diplomacy, and we are serious about that.
The Pakistani army has strongly condemned an attack on its soldiers which killed at least 5 troops. They were shot at from across the border in Afghanistan by Pakistani Taliban fighters. In December, the armed group withdrew from a ceasefire. The Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai has met the head of the International Olympics Committee after concerns about her well-being. Earlier, she said a social media post seen as an allegation of sexual assault against a Chinese politician was misunderstood. A UN report claims North Korea used cyber attacks to fund its nuclear and ballistic missile program. The report says Pyongyang stole $50 million of cryptocurrency in the last 2 years. At least 10 people have died and some 45,000 have been displaced by a tropical storm that's hit Madagascar. Cyclone Batsirai made landfall on Sunday. It is the second cyclone to hit Madagascar in 2 weeks. Thousands of demonstrators in Rotterdam have been rallying against coronavirus restrictions and vaccine mandates. Police also demonstrated in the same part of Rotterdam. They were demanding more resources. Ottawa's mayor has declared a state of emergency as Canadian truckers and their supporters rally against COVID restrictions. 10 days of protests have brought parts of the capital to a standstill.